No, I don't know.
It's been so long.
It's been 2020 was our last posted video.
No shit.
In 2022,
What was that about?
it's almost over. I don't remember.
This is the welcome back cast.
This is post-COVID broadcast after quarantine.
Yeah, everything is back to normal, I guess.
Except for the new disease, the monkeypox. But you shouldn't be scared. Shouldn't be scared of monkeypox. Shouldn't be scared. You know why? I'll pull it up so I don't sound like I'm just talking out of my ass. This is the WHO organization or whatever.
Yeah. I thought that was a cigarette rolling machine. You put your phone in it, I was like, what the fuck are you?
Phone.
Here's right from whose website? Monkeypox. Public health advice for gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men. What's the other ones? If you're gay or bisexual, what other men have sex with men?
The people that are unidentified or identified as.
It says an outbreak of disease called monkeypox trying to take place in many countries that's not typically have cases. This can be concerning. What you need to know. The outbreak of disease called monkeypox is happening in some countries where the virus is not typically found. Blah, blah, blah. Some of these cases are being found in communities of gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men. Transgender people and gender-diverse people may also be more vulnerable to the context of the current outbreak. Rash and blisters on face, hands, feet, eyes, mouth, or genitals, fever, swollen lymph nodes, headaches, muscle aches, low energy. You can catch monkeypox if you have close physical contact with someone who is showing symptoms. This includes touching and being face-to-face, so you don't have to be gay to get it. But they're saying it's something like 90-some% of the people that have it are from the gay population. Like 98%.
What?
Yeah. But no one's talking about that. No one's saying it's...
So it's basically the new form of HIV, which almost makes it racist that they have monkey in the name.
Yeah. And almost, it's funny too, because there's that rumor about AIDS that it started from a monkey.
Exactly.
And this is called monkeypox, and it's in the gay population just as much as AIDS was. Isolating at home and talking to a health worker if you have symptoms. You have to protect yourself. Avoid skin-to-skin or face-to-face contact, including sexual contact, with anyone who has symptoms. Clean hands, objects, surfaces that have been touched regularly. Wear a mask.
Clean objects.
Stigmatizing people because of a disease is never okay. Anyone can get or pass on monkeypox regardless of their sexuality. But let's see the percentage, the actual percentage. This is from then, let's see.
And this is recent?
Spain's gay community acts as monkeypox spread one day ago. Washington Post, monkeypox is reminding gay men of the early HIV and AIDS days. 2 hours ago. 6 days ago, in Santa Clara County, 41% of cases are among Hispanic, Latino, gay, and bisexual men. California shares demographic data for monkeypox 4 days ago. The vast majority of the state's probable and confirmed monkeypox cases have come in gay or bisexual men. In monkeypox, gay men confront a crisis with echoes of HIV.
Echoes?
The WHO recommends gay, bisexual men limit sexual contact.
Wow.
6 days ago, this is what disparities look like in access to testing, vaccine, and treatment for monkeypox. As monkeypox spreads, so do concerns about stigma. While currently monkeypox outbreaks appears to mostly affect men who have sex with other men. Mostly affects. There was an actual percentage that was released, I saw the other day. AIDSmap.com. Monkeypox is spreading among gay men worldwide. AIDSmap.com. Wow.
That's a website.
Where was the actual percentage?
What's going on with you?
Oh, it's supposed to be recording. It stopped twice.
Come on, work feet. Then the WHO dispels hoax on monkeypox linked with gay sex. They said it, and now they're getting so much backlash. In one day, they dispel it. I want to read that. I want to see how they dispel a hoax. That's a hoax.
Witchcraft.
Get out of here.
Uh-oh.
Synopsis. Monkeypox is spread from close physical contact regardless of any sexual orientation or race, and that LGBTQs are not spreaders of monkeypox. You can catch monkeypox if you have close physical contact with someone who is showing symptoms. This includes touching, being face to face. They said that. That's not dispelling what they're saying. It's still saying. All right, let's read it.
Now they're just going to say it's just men.
The World Health Organization has stated in its public health advisory for gays and men, God fucking shit, who have sex, has stated in its public health advisory for gays and men who have sex with men, that the risk of monkeypox is not just limited to them. No shit, they stated that in the, they don't need to make another, this is from Economic Times. WHO, in its earlier statement, had said that a few monkeypox cases were reported in health clinics located in the LGBTQ communities. It is important to know that the risk of monkeypox is not limited to men who have sex with men. They said that. That's not dispelling a hoax. It's not a hoax. A hoax is something made up, something fake, something not real. What they said originally is completely real. So this is just fucking clickbait garbage.
That next article said monkeypox is fake.
Where? Where? Monkeypox is spread during close skin-to-skin contact during sex, including kissing, touching, oral, or penetrative sex with someone who has symptoms. Avoid having close contact with anyone who has symptoms. Added the, well, you're gonna know if they have symptoms. You know why? Because you are going to see it. It is disgusting looking.
Massive pimple bubbles.
Dude, it is disgusting.
Like boils on your skin.
Just wait. It's worse. That dude's gay.
Getting that one?
Look at this kid.
Whoa.
Just wait till there was a woman in America. They showed who had it. Look at these giant bubbles. Huge. It was all over her face. She did a day by day picture. Here, I'll do the monkeypox day by day pictures.
I wonder if it'll leave scars.
It should, because wait till you see the full effect after a while.
That kid.
It's gotta leave a scar. Like, even chickenpox, if you got a bad case of it, left scars.
Yeah.
The kid, it looks like he glued a bag of Skittles to himself.
Taste the rainbow.
Look at it. God damn.
Where is the? I saw a woman who had it all over her face in these images, and she took a picture each day. Let's just, I want to see what comes up.
It's not on YouTube.
No, they're just still
Yeah.
images.
Oh.
How do you identify?
Kid look like he's from like Africa too, or something.
Yeah, that's got a scar. Look at that.
Has to. Yeah, imagine that poor kid's face after it scars.
Look at that, though. When those start to get bigger, they ain't even opened yet. Normally they open up like that.
Oof.
Yeah, this lady had these big black open sores all over her face.
Ugh.
It was disgusting. Why can't I find that? I just saw it like 2 days ago. They probably fucking hit that shit.
Is it monkey with monkeypox?
Orthopox virus. I'm like, yeah, he does. He's got it all over me.
Yep.
Ugh.
Gay sexy, yeah.
That was the original.
Like
monkey that
this.
started AIDS.
On the palm. Can you imagine that?
That's like that fucking
Can you close your fucking hand?
necrotizing fasciitis.
Dude.
That's insane.
On their hands, it almost looks like after it breaks open, they like slowly are.
Look at that. That's what it breaks open.
What?
Keeps growing and growing and growing, so it gets bigger and bigger, and then starts to break open.
It's like slowly turning into a monkey hand.
So imagine that.
Ooh.
All breaking open, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. If your body gets so infected with it, you can die from it without any kind of treatment at all. Could you imagine getting that shot in your dick?
Dude, you remember when I had shingles? All the
Yeah,
way
on
up to
your
one side. Yeah, dude. It went up through. It was on my testicles and all the way.
testes?
Yeah. Yep. All the way up my left side.
When mine broke out, it was just in my armpit, and I thought it was a rash from my deodorant. And luckily, like, it was bad enough that it started pussing up, and because it's hot and sweaty in your armpit, so I had to keep my arm like this. When it started to dry and heal, and if I moved my arm, it would just rip. Felt like it was just ripping the skin apart. But within a couple of days, I got an online visit, and they sent me some shit, and it cleared up within like a couple of days after that. Like, I was at LD, and I thought that I had pulled a broken glass carboy down, and the whole thing was shattered inside, and glass fell all over me. Fell over my face, like in my shirt, all over. And I thought that glass got stuck in there until it started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Then I thought my deodorant was like making it like a rash breakout. And then I went on to the web visit, and she's like, "It's hard to see through your web camera on your laptop, but I think it's shingles." And I was like, "Have you ever had chickenpox?" I was like, "You can tell that right now?" I was like, "I never even thought about that." She's like, "Yeah, I think it's shingles." And I was like, "Okay." She's like, "I'm gonna send you a prescription." And like 2 days later, it started going away.
Yeah, mine took like 3 weeks. But I had it all up my whole side.
So it's caused by stress a lot too.
Yeah, but they were like, "You're 16 too." 16 years old. Yeah, that's bad.
Jeez.
What did you say more?
What did you say more? Look at that. That's before it breaks open. There. Where's that picture?
There. Oh, back up. Yep. Oh my god.
worse than chickenpox. I'd rather
That's way
chickenpox 100 times. I'd rather start itching.
Way worse. That dude was in a bukkake.
That's more like frog pox.
Dude, it's fucking
That's
disturbing.
Oh.
That's a pen mark drawn around it to highlight it for the picture. But still, after 9 days, this is 9 days. Where that picture went? Oh, yeah. That looks like teeth. That's the eyes. That's a cheek, I'm assuming.
No, that looks like his chest.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Looks
That's
like
something
he's
in the
turning.
background. Yeah.
God damn.
That shit is brutal. God. It's the most metal fucking monkeypox rash. I'm sure everyone probably already looked this shit up. Starts off like that, or looks like a pimple. Starts to get bigger. There's a break open. That's partially removed scab right here. Crusted of a mature lesion. This is the worst part right there. Get out of here. Disturbing.
Wow.
But let me see if I can find the actual percentage. I don't want to say a percentage and get fucking backlash for it.
It looks like something off of the old show, Monsters Inside Me.
Oh, that shit was sweet.
Get away from the pictures.
Mostly affecting men who. Let's not put the gay thing out there anymore.
Yeah.
Mostly affecting men who are into Brokeback Mountain.
The European Center for Disease Prevention and Control, its first update, multiple sex partners as monkeypox risk. Monkeypox population.
So guess what? It's affecting men.
And Europeans.
$16 ago. Game on the first week of high risk of monkeypox starts to spread in Utah. And I thought Freddie Mercury died.
It's gonna be commercials. Like Sean.
Utah's first case.
Is that Femi? No wonder he went to Europe.
Utah's first case of monkeypox was detected in May. Since then, 32 confirmed or probable cases have been reported. 27 have been identified in Salt Lake County, 3 in Utah County, and 1 in Weber and Davis counties. Starts with common flu-like symptoms, swollen lymph nodes, fever, muscle aches. Within a few days, an infected person begins to develop a red, bumpy rash that fills with fluid. If one of those pustules has fluid and is weeping or seeping, and you get that fluid on your skin, that is the primary way it's transmitted. A spokesperson, Salt Lake County Department of Health, which of course that means it could be transmitted through intimate or sexual contact. The virus does not travel through skin-to-skin contact, Rupp said, and can be transferred through fabrics like blankets contaminated with lesion fluid.
But the last article said don't have skin-to-skin contact.
Yeah, if you can transmit through very close respiratory, it can even transmit through respiratory contact. So someone can breathe on you to get it. The infection lasts between 2 to 4 weeks, and carriers are contagious the entire time. The county health department advised that those who have monkeypox to isolate themselves the entire time. If unable to isolate, Rupp said to cover all the open lesions to ensure that there isn't accidental, inadvertent skin-to-skin contact with someone. Well, skin-to-skin contact will do it if your wounds are open and pussing. Oh, God. This is not an MSM or LGBTQ disease, Rupp emphasized. It just so happens that monkeypox has hit the MSM community. What is MSM? What the fuck is MSM? I've never even heard of that.
They're using every fucking letter.
Google.
Men sucking.
MSM. MSM meaning there. As a what? This mean men who have sex with men. Just
Men,
say
sex,
gay.
men?
Yeah, you're missing a lot of letters. That's
Yeah.
MWHSM. Wow.
That's what a reporter at MSNBC.
Vaccine availability. There is a monkeypox vaccine. Already?
They made that real quick.
I mean, monkeypox has been around for a long time.
Yeah, wasn't it called something else before?
What's that?
HIV?
Alright, this is grossing me out.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard stories from like 1998 where they were calling it monkeypox. So I don't know like how long it's been called that, but it's at least been around since the 90s under that name.
Men who have sex with men are the group at the highest risk of infection right now from monkeypox, according to the WHO. That was the 6 days ago one. About 99% of cases are among men, and at least 95% of those patients are men who have sex with other men. But it's not spread through the gay community.
Yeah.
95% of 99% of all cases. So, I mean, technically, what would that be? 1% is not men.
Which is probably the non-binary.
And 95% of 99%, it's still like, it's got to be like 93, 94% is because they're gay. Or, I mean, not just because they're gay, but it's technically, I gotta watch how I word things because YouTube doesn't like it.
MSM.
I'm not.
It's being spread by priests.
The WHO chief called on media, public health authorities, and government to fight stigma and discrimination, which he said will only fuel the outbreak. How?
It's not discriminatory if it's facts.
How is it fueling the outbreak? The outbreak is being done right now by gay men. Wiener to wiener, skin to skin contact. Mostly, 93% of all the cases are with the gay men community. So if us saying that alone fuels the outbreak, how? I'm not making them fuck each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's going around
telling them that it's making it worse is going to stop it from spreading. Unless you think that alone tells gay people, you're so fucking stupid that us telling you that you're getting monkeypox, you're spreading it on purpose. That's what that's saying.
It was made clearly aware that gay sex gave you more chance of getting HIV or AIDS, but now all because of the new shit in the community like MSN, that's not allowed all of a sudden. You can't put that out there
You can't. They won't even
create a greater chance.
It would lessen the risk than knowing.
Look, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I feel like it did with AIDS when they made it very clear to the public. Look, you have a greater chance of getting this.
It's so look these two sentences were one right after another, 2 bullet points right after. WHO chief Tedros Adhanom Cerberus said men who have sex. I don't know.
Cerberus.
Ghebreyesus. I don't know. Men who have sex with men should consider limiting their sexual partners to lower their risk of infection and reduce the spread. Then, right after that, public health authorities and government to fight stigma and discrimination, which he said will only fuel the outbreak. How are you going to discriminate? Like, sense. You don't know. Most of the time, you don't know someone's gay. I mean, unless they're super flamboyant and you can tell that they're trying to be out there and gay.
Right, and it's not him saying, if you're gay, you're going to get this.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that sentence right there is just now, oh shit, we just put out this article and the whole gay community is going to be the LGBTQSR.
But the whole reason that he's saying it could be potentially to help gay people. He's trying to help them. They're speaking out against them
for telling them, look out, hey, this is happening.
Exactly. Yeah, put fucking 5 dudes and just do one.
People line up outside the Test Positive Aware Network clinic to receive the monkeypox vaccine in Chicago, Illinois. And right here, out monkeypox vaccine. Sorry. So all these dudes
that aren't
trying to bang each other that aren't gay because we don't want to, create any stigma or, discriminate against them with his little shorts, but he's not gay.
No way.
Yeah. All these MSNs. Especially the... Well,
it's MSM.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Especially the
who have
right next to each other in the alphabet.
Right. Are the group at the highest risk of infection right now. 99% of cases are men. 95% of those patients are men who have sex with them. Chief, who said it's crucial for public health authorities to engage communities of men who have sex with men to reduce transmission of the virus and take care of those infected while protecting human rights. This is shaking that bottle's weirding me out. Not clear that monkeypox is confined to gay and bisexual groups. It says they're not clear. Here, let's watch that. I'll watch probably a bunch of fucking ads.
Yeah.
Bunch of AIDS. Yep.
This is how you get monkeypox.
That monkeypox, in terms of its disease severity, does not seem to be on a par with other disease such as COVID-19. But that's not the only criteria that we would look at. Fundamentally, yes, this is something that has been is spreading very quickly around the world. So that's one thing that really needs to be looked at in countries that have not ever seen this virus spread before. So 75 countries approximately in 2 months have recently reported cases. Many of those are in the European region, so about 36 countries are in Europe. These are countries that have never seen monkeypox cases at a scale such as is being seen right now. And we're seeing the progression of an emerging virus, an orthopox virus, spread in a particular population. So at the moment, cases continue to be reported among men who have sex with men for the most part. But we should not expect that to remain as such. It may be that this particular population group, as it is for any new disease spreading, it starts in one community or it starts in one setting, and then it might spread. So this really might be the canary in the mine that's alerting to us of a new disease threat that could spread to other groups. And if it does spread to other groups, particularly to people who are vulnerable to severe monkeypox disease, which we know there are certain groups that are prone to more severe illness, then we might see increased public health impact.
Well, one other difference between this one and COVID-19, when it was declared a worldwide health emergency, is that there are vaccines available to deal with monkeypox. How efficient are they, would you say, and would they need modifications?
Well, the actual issue is we don't have full information on how
She said that there are certain communities that are experiencing it more than others, but wouldn't say.
They're all
You're on the news.
European
Tell them.
countries.
Tell people.
Yeah, especially if it's been 60 days and 45 countries.
No, but she said that there's parts of communities that are experiencing it higher than others.
Yeah.
Well, you know it's the gay community, but she won't say it.
And how efficacious these vaccines
But right
are
here, not clear.
against monkeypox, because the vaccines that we do have available to us, they're second and third generation vaccines that were developed
a couple seconds ago that it was mostly in the gay community.
And we assume that they're effective against monkeypox because we know so from
a worldwide health emergency is that
this really might be the canary in the mine that need to be reported among men who have sex with men for the most part. Continue to be reported among men who have sex with men for the reported among men who have sex with men for the who have sex with men for the men who have sex with men for the men who have sex with men for the men who have sex with men for the most part. But we should not expect that to remain as such. It may be that this particular population group, as it is for any new...
Okay, so we get the idea.
Yeah.
It's...
Quit being gay.
It's very disturbing. That your dick can shoot out more than one kind of white stuff.
Oh, man.
I was wondering what those blisters were.
Oh, no. Imagine fucking it and that's when they break and they...
Are you creaming right now? Nope, that's your dick. It's just oozing out the side.
Monkeypox hockey.
Ugh. Oh, God. Can you imagine
Nope.
a gay orgy with everyone's got monkeypox? It's like, fuck it, we all got it anyway.
We're just spreading it between us.
Oh, God. Can you imagine not even being gay, just having those bumps like around your asshole? Like just trying to take a shit and those pussy bumps are there and
We're
can't...
a hemorrhoid. Obviously.
Yeah, you don't get hemorrhoids
You
on
get
your
preparation
face.
H at Walgreens. Can't get the vaccination there.
Oh, my God, dude. Alright.
Damn.
Yeah, we gotta do something else.
What
Yeah,
a
let's
strong broke-ass comeback.
Is that a pun?
It can be.
Strong comeback.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
I didn't even know what I said.
You know what you said. Alright, let's get some weird news videos. Oh, Live Leaks is not existent anymore.
Oh.
It's now called Item Fix, and it's fucking terrible. These are some of the viral videos. There's a couple that, dude, this one's great. This one is fucking, this is my favorite thing I've seen in a long time. Come on, open up that bitch. Like 15 members.
Oh, shit! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Now there's like 12 members. It's huge!
Oh,
It's like cuts them in
fucking
half.
awesome.
And then falls right over on the two right next to him. It looks like it hits about 3
Well, shows a frame by frame right here.
Oh,
And then over.
maybe.
Yeah, it did. Oh, I got him. Yeah, right there. You see it.
It was at least 2. It looked like it might have hit 3.
Yeah, here, let's go here and I'll try to. F. Try to pause it real quick.
Splits.
I'll watch when it falls over, and it's about to cut off.
Yeah, because there's still At least
there,
four more
you
back
can kind of see
There's
him.
like 3 more back there.
You kind of see him right there.
Well, there was still another dude.
Oh, there he is.
Jesus. Took care of the spread of that monkeypox.
I thought I was gonna say that. Let's do less people spreading monkeypox.
What the fuck are they singing?
They're in China.
Oh,
At some boy band with 15 fucking members in it. And there was another story that came up that I wanted to bring up just to sound funny as fuck. Alright, this site sucks now. I think it was might have been on here. Oh yeah. This one's kind of funny. Sheriff woman intent on revenge sets fire to the wrong house. North Carolina woman apparently seeking revenge on her ex-boyfriend tried to set fire to a house owned by someone else. Rowan County Sheriff's Office said in a report that a homeowner in Gold Hill was awakened Friday by a neighbor who saw a woman trying to set fire to the house. Big pink diamond found, blah blah blah.
she'll come out and sue fucking Google Maps.
In Poland, in Poland, a respected Polish scientific institute has classified domestic cats as an invasive alien species, citing the damage they cause to birds and other wildlife. That they are invasive for the fact that they kill nature. I mean, that's
what
what
wildlife
they're
does.
made to do, but
Fucking idiots. I am pissed about that though, Choco Taco.
just continues.
Pissed.
A tech millionaire offered to buy it. The U.S. senator suggested that the government should force manufacturers to make it.
They're good, dude.
So far, Klondike isn't budging from its plan to discontinue the Choco Taco.
They're better than Klondike bars.
They're about the
How the
same. You just get some waffle shell. A whomping, jumping humpback lands on a boat. I don't care about any more monkeypox stories.
No one's hurt. I don't care.
I don't want to hear any more about humping backs.
What the hell?
You Bluetooth? Buried in Poland?
More than 1,000 years after his death, in what is now Poland, a European king whose nickname lives on through wireless technologies at the center of an archaeological dispute. Oh, his nickname was Bluetooth. That's not a good nickname.
Don't.
Especially back then, that's probably not a good nickname. Japanese city alarmed by biting, clawing, attacking monkeys. People in southwestern Japanese city have come under attack from monkeys that are trying to snatch babies, biting and clawing at flesh and sneaking to nursery schools. They're the ones that cause monkeypox.
Yeah.
The attacks, 58 people since July 8th, are getting so bad, Yamaguchi City Hall hired a special unit to hunt the animals with tranquilizers.
And Jumanji?
Yeah.
That's why they're going for babies. They're easier targets.
Chess playing robot breaks a child's finger.
I've seen that.
Chess playing robot. Is there a video of that?
Yeah.
Chess playing robot breaks child's finger at the Moscow event. Robot broke child's finger. Sergei Lazarev, president of the Moscow Chess Federation, told the Russian TASS agency, "Of course, this is bad."
the robot was
They're
scared.
genius.
He's like, get your fucking monkeypox fingers out of here.
I got enough viruses to worry about.
Yeah.
Here's video. Is this it?
It's somewhere. No.
Where's the video? Chess? There's no fucking video. Just ads and more stories. That's dumb. You think they at least link the video to it?
Yeah, there is a video though.
There is video?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm finding that shit.
Yeah.
Wanna look up robot chess?
Maybe. Or Moscow.
Chess finger. Robot chess breaks finger. Is that it? From the
Yeah, that's it.
breaks fingers with a 7-year-old. Holy shit. What can we learn? Which one looks better quality? Let's try this one.
No, that's not it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's the okay, yeah. Let's do the glass.
Shit quality. Oh, it smashes down on a piece in his fingers. It's not like he grabbed it and tried to break it off.
I think they're all low grade quality.
Yeah, it's shitty
Russia.
camera, isn't it? Russia. I win no matter what. Yeah, you can't get a good picture of it.
Yeah, right until it smacks. Breaks your finger. It's a checkmate, motherfucker.
What else is new today? When a naked man in southwestern Florida recently raised a ruckus outside his house and threatened a deputy with a kitchen knife, the SWAT team swooped in and apprehended. Big deal.
You know, before you even said that, I was gonna tell you to look up something in Florida.
Man's hand severed by sword in Hawaii 7-Eleven store. Police in Hawaii were investigating after a man's left hand was severed by a sword at a Waikiki 7-Eleven. Emergency responders were called to the convenience store just after midnight Friday, said Shane Enright, a spokesperson for Honolulu Emergency Medical Services. They found a man at the entrance to the parking lot, multiple lacerations, puncture wounds, and severed hand. Enright told the Associated Press, left hand. The man 40, these guys are simple. The man 40 was taken in critical condition to a hospital. An employee who answered the phone at the Kalakaua Avenue store said that no one who was working at the time was still there. How did he? Oh, it was just he never got in the store. He was just in the parking lot. The 7-Eleven corporate office in Hawaii did not immediately return a call for comment. Michael Suisa, a tourist from Switzerland, told Hawaii News Now he witnessed the attack. The victim started to shout and cry, and when I looked at him on the floor and I saw that half his hand was on the floor, what the fuck?
How is it on the floor if he was
they're
in the parking lot?
Yeah, the story doesn't make sense at all. According to Suisa, the man wielding the sword is a worker he has interacted with in recent days at the store. The Honolulu TV station reported that police didn't confirm the 46-year-old man they arrested is a 7-Eleven employee. Honolulu police launched an attempted murder investigation. Wow, so the dude was probably closing the store, some drunk was probably trying to get in.
Sword.
And then he fucking hacked him up.
But for all you men out there, for the record, his right hand still works.
Yeah, for all that man on man.
Call Dog the Bounty Hunter.
SEX.
Catch that motherfucker.
Chicken hitches a ride, ends up Vermont's largest city. Big deal.
Call Samurai. There's probably one that wants his fucking sword back anyway. Dude stole it.
A lawsuit says Bass Pro won't honor a lifetime warranty on socks. A Missouri man said in a class action lawsuit against Bass Pro that the outdoor outfitter is refusing to honor its lifetime warranty on socks. Ken Slaughter of Springfield said that after years of exchanging his Redhead lifetime guarantee all-purpose wool socks, every time they wore out, the Springfield-based company changed its policy in 2021 before he tried to return 4 pairs of socks.
They just go buy new socks.
He's gotten free socks for years. He's just taking them back. Hey, these all wore out. I got a lifetime.
Usually with clothing, though, you can't return it.
Yeah, but if it has a lifetime warranty that's supposed to last forever, and you actually have it says lifetime warranty, and you wear them out,
I mean, that's
have
the
to honor
manufacturer's
Yeah.
fault for putting that on the package.
warranty. Yeah.
But, I mean, the idea of bringing them back to the store
Well,
is absurd.
It's not like they're gonna resell them.
Yeah,
but he has to just prove that
they're fucked up.
they wore out, so you get new ones.
So you keep your receipt. And just
but they're not gonna. You can say that they wore out, and then they're like, "Yeah, right. You're just trying to get another free pair."
Yeah, or you could have
so you have extra socks. So you have to show them that they did wear out, so you can prove that they did, so you can get your lifetime warranty for free socks.
But as that company,
that's a lot of trouble to go
they
through.
should still send out that memo. Hey, we changed our policy now. Your limited lifetime is up on.
Yeah, limited lifetime would be a better way.
That's one of the oddest things I've ever heard with a lifetime warranty on any clothing. But especially with socks, I would just walk around and find homeless people and be like, hey, I'll give you a brand new pair of socks for yours. They'd be like, what? Okay.
Well, they have to be that brand.
Wait, do you trade your Red Bull socks to a homeless guy?
To go get new ones.
To gain ones that are so fucked up they can't even tell what the fuck they are. Walk back in there and be like, look, these are the socks that you sold me. This is how quick they wore out. All fucking new ones. You can't even tell that these are socks.
Alright, well that's pretty much the news.
Yeah, there's shit going on.
News sucks.
A Mexican woman's tombstone gets a big penis statue. It's her dying wish.
A
Mexican great-grandmother named Caterina Orduna Perez recently got her wish granted of having a giant statue of a penis on top of her grave following her death.
She must have been whore.
Yeah. She died of monkeypox. One finds 18 scorpions in her suitcase after returning from vacation in Croatia. A woman in Austria got the fight of her life. She found 18 scorpions in her suitcase.
With that woman for the gravestone, I wonder instead of flowers if they just set up dildos around her.
It's like a whole bouquet of dildos, different colors and sizes.
Of dildos.
A statue of a 5.5-foot tall penis and balls, weighing almost 600 pounds, mounted on her tomb.
That's a big thing.
Was set up by her grandmother's family tomb in Mexican cemetery. They don't have an image of that. They just put a stock image. The woman's grandson said she wanted to break the paradigm of everything Mexican. What does that even mean? There's no penises in Mexico?
Yeah, they're just all small.
And they're soft. They don't have rock hard dicks. So they want the biggest rock hard dick we can make.
And they did a terrible job.
I want a penis skyscraper.
Square penis.
Oh, that dick to scrape the sky. Vice has reported that as a recognition of her love and joy for life, a statue of a 5.5-foot tall penis and balls, weighing almost 600 pounds, mounted on her tomb, was set up by the grandmother's family at her tomb in a Mexican cemetery. I want to go just to see it, just to be like, you really did that? Henry's grandson, she wanted to break the paradigm of everything Mexican, where things are sometimes hidden because of not having an open mind. She was always very avant-garde, very forward-thinking about things.
Yeah.
Why would anyone remember by
forward-thinking?
Forward-thinking.
Apparently she's doing a lot of thinking about things.
Yeah, she's using her head a lot. Prior to her death at the age of 99, Caterina, who died on January 20th, 2021, is known as Donna Cata in her small town of Misantla, because of her fascination with penises. No, really? Mota Lyman explains to Vice, she always said in the Mexican sense that we were vergas. For context, the Spanish word vergas can be somewhat translated to cocks in English. We're all cocks?
We're all vergas.
But it was many other colloquial meanings depending on different contexts and expressions. It can also mean a compliment, a badge of honor. That if someone is verga, it's cool or badass.
Yeah, cool.
What the fuck? So
I'm getting a tattoo. It's just
hold
this cock.
Hold on.
Badass.
So, is there anything in the American language that can be translated to dick or cock that could also mean cool or bad? No. I don't think you're a dickhead. Oh, that doesn't mean you're cool.
you just gotta
cock.
You just gotta switch it up. Anybody that you think is cool, you just call them a cock from now on.
Like, how is that?
Wow, you're a cool cock.
Like, I can't think of anything, any kind of compliment or badge of honor that is something is dick, it's cool or badass. That dude's a dick.
Nothing.
That no one likes that.
Anytime you use that word, it's insulting. Just
don't be a dick. Be a dickhead. It's like, what a cock.
Head shaped like a penis. Cool. That means I'm badass. A badass dome.
According to Vice, Mota Lyman recalled how his grandmother saw life and great optimism and that problems shouldn't overwhelm us. She conceptualized the idea to the family with the metaphor of a penis, meaning that your verga, one should not give up. When problems arose, you needed to face them head on. This is a joke. There's no way.
It can't be.
That one should not give up. When problems arose, you need to face them head on.
So that's her way of saying always be in possession of Viagra or Blue Chew. Never give up.
And her way of saying that if there's a hard dick in your face, you better suck it.
Exactly.
If a problem arises, you need to face it head on. Isidro Lavagna, the engineer who crafted the statue, told the outlet, "At first I thought it was a joke because it's not very common to see these kinds of sculptures and monuments, and even less so in the memory of someone who's deceased." After the late Grimm's family remained adamant about the structure, Lavagna, along with a team of 12 people that included sculptors, carpenters, carvers, sanders, started working on it to complete it in a month.
All those badass cock dudes.
Though there were conservatives who were not happy with the display of a giant penis on top of a grave. Yeah, could you imagine anyone there taking their kids to see their dead relatives? There's just a big dick
being erected.
Katerina's grandson said that the family had discussed the backlash when planning the statue and prepared for the onslaught of criticism. What the fuck? They don't have any actual pictures of the actual dick statue. That's insane, though. That's a funny story. I'm glad I read that one. I was just gonna go buy it, but that one line alone. When a problem arose, you face it head on. It's almost feels made up.
Who was the journalist for that article? Cause
I'm not sure. It's from Vice.
Cock.
Man and woman get married in Karnataka 30 years after their death. Shobha and Chandapa got married in a traditional wedding ceremony in Karnataka's Dakshina Kannada district on Thursday. 30 years after their death. Clearly not an ordinary wedding. It was a Pretha Kalayanam, or the marriage of the death.
Dumb
Fucking weirdos.
Fuck.
I mean,
where the hell are Rams? Fucking boner statue.
What? What?
Right next to the erect boner statue.
Exotic cat spotted roaming around the U.S. Internet says it's probably looking for Cheetos. These are not. This is fucking. I'm getting bad now. Squirrel munches on some fermented pears and gets drunk. Alright, let's hit the item fix, see if there's any cool videos that we haven't seen. We're gonna go to crashes. And hopefully there's some decent ones.
Squirrels are
Oh,
weird
sure,
anyway. How would you be able to tell the squirrel patrol?
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe stumbling.
They do a lot of the time anyway. That's like natural for a squirrel when they're just naturally
I'm
walking.
surprised that politician lady crashing into that cyclist isn't on there.
Oh, what?
That lady that hit that cyclist on his bike, who wasn't looking, and then she turned herself in like 6 hours later.
Oh,
because she just hit and ran.
Body cam footage shows
Week ago?
CPD officer shoot 34-year-old man. Five rounds multiple times in the chest and groin. Sent to the hospital where he died of his injuries. Oh, did he get out with a weapon? Oh, it does look like it might be reaching for something. Oh, he does. Pulls out a gun. This guy sounds like he has monkeypox. Sounds like a Muppet. Let me see your ass.
Sounds like Justin Bieber.
Let me see your ass.
He said hands, but still.
No. He sounds like a fucking Muppet. Deputies shoot and kill an armed man in Tampa apartment complex. Tanks on the beach. Sand sits on the fucking screen.
Look at her arm though. She has monkeypox. The fuck? It's all like bubbly.
Oh, that's just it doesn't look that way on here.
Was it just your eyes?
It's the screen. It doesn't translate well.
Stupid screen. Giving big tits monkeypox.
Giving big tits monkeypox. Stupid screen.
It's on her arm.
Ruining my fantasy. Ruining my big tits, bitch.
Scream cock.
No.
Oh no, that means cool. No.
Yep.
Forgot.
There she is again. Oh, fucking enormous knockers.
Yeah.
Like, all the way through her belly button already. She looks like she's 20. Prom dress. She's in high school.
That's Photoshop.
Tits bigger than her head. Japanese commercial. Those are great.
この惑星の子供たちと呼ばれる存在には
そう授業でありんや
全身でぶつかっていかなくてはならない。
もしよかったら付き合って
ただ
教師としてあるまじ教師
この惑星の教育は加減が難しい。でも君はいい教師だ。缶コーヒーのボスレインボーマウンテン。
Boss Coffee?
That's the fucking dude from fucking Men in Black.
この惑星の子供たちと呼ばれる存在には
Stupid.
Yeah, I'm disappointed because those commercials are really usually
Oh
top.
yeah, dude, this is crazy. Everyone gets fucking QR codes. You can't buy anything in China without them. Just checking them. This QR code to see if you can even get food.
Wow.
Dude, it's getting bad over there right now. Real fucking bad. Everything's being rationed out like super strict. And you're on a class if where depending on what you do, even if you can own a business, but the government owns the business. You don't own it. Whatever money is made goes to the government and you get bigger check or more put on your account than someone who just works for you. It's like a weird form of capitalism / communism, where you can help start a business, but the government owns everything. And even if your business is doing well, that means the government does better.
That's what America's becoming. You own a business, or you're even just a general worker at a business, the government takes most of it.
Let's take a whiz. We'll take a break. Let's take a whiz break.
Take a cock break.
Alright, guys. See you.
Peace.
Gonna drain my monkeypox.
Let me take this or the pus.
Monkeypox?
You gotta take a pus.
Gotta take a pus break. Take a pus.
So, back again. It's weird. Weird.
It's
Why is it weird?
I haven't done this in so long. Still feels weird.
My phone just recorded the song you played. Don't get me for copyrights.
Still weird to me, damn it. Maybe do,
You have a fuck ton of tabs.
Oh, dude, I got a lot of
Holy shit.
That's not even half. That's mostly video games. This is all my recording software for the studio. Then over here, Valheim, Tales of Arise video game, PSX2, Ubisoft, Street Fighter,
Jesus
Chrono
Christ.
Trigger, Resident Evil,
That's dope.
Assassin's Creed 3, Chrono Trigger, Ni no Kuni 2, Assassin's Creed Origins, Dragon Quest. Well, I'm not getting money for sponsor or saying names of things.
That's true.
You should
Computer
sponsor me.
It's cock though.
Ubisoft. It's been a while. I think we do a little catch up.
And mustard.
So bitch on this. A little catch up, a little mustard.
Oh, like ketchup.
Alright. Keith's not gonna say
Fuck
anything.
out of here.
Keith's not gonna say anything.
I'll just do the mustard part.
Yeah.
You can catch up later.
Cool. So,
I'll mustard right now and catch up later.
It's been a long time.
welcome back, fans. Thanks for
The two of you watching.
Yeah, sticking with it.
Oh wait,
I mean, even
there's
though
three of
no
us.
one has.
Thanks for the three of us watching.
Everyone's forgot about us, but I'm gonna try to make a comeback, right, Keith? Strong comeback. But a lot's happened in fucking 2 years. So it's fucking working and just trying to make it by. But crazy. I got crazy. A story that happened to Racine just today. So yesterday, she's watching the cats of her friend. They're out of the country on vacation. And somehow the key won't open the deadbolt lock for her to get in later. She was already there. Went to go run some stuff home and come back. When she come back, she couldn't get in. Like the deadbolt was like locked in place and the key would not work at all. So she's like, alright, screw it. I already fed the cat. I'm just gonna go home and go to sleep. To her mom's place. She gets up, grabs her tool bag to go there to try to pry a window open so that she can get in. Climbs the fence, fucks up her leg and elbow, trying to get to the window.
For cats.
For one cat. Yeah, they only have one cat. So
that's not even a crazy start.
So as she goes to leave, somehow she sets her phone on top of the car and leaves her phone on the top of the car. She's about to get on the freeway. And then realizes, oh shit, I don't have my phone. And turns around. Finds a homeless guy picking up her cell phone. Just happens to come by at the exact time. And she throws the car in park and runs out and is like, look, that's my phone. I had it on the top of my car. I'll give you all the cash in my wallet to give me my phone back. Like, what's a girl gonna do? Fight a homeless dude? No. Like, if it was us, we'd be like, that's my phone. Give it to me now or I'll beat the fuck out of you. But a girl, what is she gonna do? Especially her. She's so
I'll
small.
Give you monkeypox right now.
She's like, I'll prove it to you. I'll open it, unlock it, and show you my picture that's in there and prove that it's my phone. And you won't have to try to sell it to someone else. I'll give you cash for it, whatever I have right now, and give me my phone back. And she's like, I had almost $40 is all I had in cash. Gives him the money, she gets her phone back. She texts me, she's like, you're not gonna believe what just happened, tells me all that, and then says that the phone's working fine, but the camera, the lens is cracked on it, and it can't take pictures. They all look blurry and shitty. And so asked me if I can look into getting her another phone. And she's like, I know it's stupid, but I kind of want my camera, and you spent a lot of money just like not even 2 years ago to give me this phone because it had a shit ton of memory on it. And my old phone didn't have any memory. She's like, I feel bad. And I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm like, you had a shitty day. I couldn't even imagine trying to, a girl go up to a fucking stranger begging for your phone back. I was like, I'll get you another phone. She's like, nothing special, but iPhone only. And I was but, yeah, that was her crazy story. But she said she did get into the place to be able to feed the cat in the morning, and then she was heading to work. So, like I said,
what are the chances of her running into that dude?
Exactly. How lucky. Like she said, if she was a minute later, he would have already been gone with it, and she would have never known. She would have never found it. If she was a minute sooner, she wouldn't have known it was right there where that guy was picking it up. She just saw him picking up something off the road and was like, oh shit, that might be my phone. And then went up and was like, hey, I lost my phone. That's my phone. I know it's my phone because that's my case that I have on my phone. Like, that timing is so fucking
insane.
lucky.
Yeah.
Especially because she was like she was over a mile
Especially
away.
on the freeway.
She was about to pull on.
Then you have to turn around.
Onto the freeway. She was almost getting on there. She was like a couple minutes from pulling on to a major highway. And realized, oh shit, where's my phone?
Like Don said too, you have to turn around. Just that time to be able to turn around.
Get back to where you're going.
Apparently timed out perfectly for that moment.
Yeah. She has everything on there. She's like, I got my Apple Pay, my bank account. Everything is attached to it.
Oof.
And she said I had nothing. Like, I'm not sure a homeless guy would have known how to use it, but if he did, he'd have been out fucking using her fucking Apple Pay for fucking booze.
Yep.
It's most likely he would have just tried to make money off of the phone.
Yeah, he would have tried to sell it.
But regardless, that it could have gone off to the wrong person that could have really fucked their entire life over.
Speaking of fucking your entire life over, Don, lost a job because of a friend. He doesn't even want to talk about it. He said he didn't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
But
I don't.
I'll talk about it. It needs to be said. More people need to know how bad people are and to not trust fucking anybody.
You can look him up on Facebook too.
A guy we hung out with, Don and I hung out with him at the bar. Don would go and hang out with him more than I did, and they worked together as friends.
And he seemed like a cool dude.
And he seemed like a really cool guy. Like, he liked to joke, he liked to drink, and he's the son of a minister, pastor, some religious faggot. I mean, not in the gay way. I didn't mean faggot to be
not in the smallpox way.
Not in that,
Or
that sound way.
monkeypox.
But this dude seemed super on the up and up, super cool. Like, you thought you could trust this dude, and I never questioned him. I always thought he was a decent guy. He was super cool. And slowly befriended someone that was just hired in upper management, and slowly started to scheme and plot against Don way before Don ever, but it was one instance that caused it all. So Don just texted him outside of work, man, I don't know about this new guy. It doesn't seem right that he should be here. Like, I don't trust him. And this dude takes his out of work text to a manager above him, the entire vice president of operations, and shows him, hey, look, this is what Don thinks. I don't know what to do. I thought, everything was going good, but he ruined my whole weekend. I couldn't have vacation with my family without me, not being able to sleep. And this is all I thought about all weekend. Was, how's this going to affect the workplace and me and my job? And it was such an innocent between friends thing that it should have never gone anywhere else. And then Don gets pulled in the office, asked,
after my review,
after a glowing review with a raise, and like, what are you doing here? Do you really even want to be here? Like, yeah, what do you mean? And finally says, we saw your text messages. We know what you said. You're not part of the team, and we really want to get rid of you. Josh came in here and said he couldn't sleep all weekend. You ruined his entire vacation with his family, 4th of July weekend. Don's like, that's funny. He came in first thing this morning and told me how great of a weekend he had. All the stuff that he did with his family, how much fun they had, how much shit they did with 2 different campsites they went to, and immediately after telling him that, runs to the office as soon as Don turns his back. And I knew nothing was going on, and I seen him leaving work, and immediately went right to this guy and said, where'd my brother go? He goes, I don't know, and walks away real quick. And he knew exactly, but he wasn't going to say anything. Don got pulled out, suspended until they figured out what to do with him, and then eventually, 4 days later, they said you're suspended for 3 days, and then didn't contact him for 3 days, and then Don had to call and be like, what's going on? And then we don't know yet. Or they called you and left a message or something. Oh, we still don't know what we're going to do yet. So 4 days of suspension was supposed to be 3. And then on the 4th day, oh, sorry to let you go. But that was by the next weekend. And so we go to Don's to crack some beers. We heard the news, that they called and let him go. And so immediately, Keith had no contact with him before. He's like, give me his phone number. I'm texting this dude. Don texted him and was like, hey,
4 times.
You really sabotaged my whole fucking job, for you to have it? And you're the reason why people don't like Christians for shit like this, for you to stab someone in the back, instead of coming to me first and be like, dude, hey, maybe you shouldn't just talk about work anymore. Just don't text me about work, and we'll just forget it. Just don't text me about it anymore. No, he couldn't do that. He had to go to try to get him in trouble to take his job, and that's what ended up happening. He took his job. Who's that? Phone's ringing. That's his.
Stepkids.
Oh. Alright. So we go to Don's to hang out, and we're just drinking beers, bullshit, and Don's like, yeah, I texted him, and I was like, why the fuck did you do this to me? Fuck you, I don't ever want to see you again. You know, what kind of morals did your dad instill to you, coming from a Christian family, to do this to somebody? And never would reply, didn't say anything. So Keith got his number, and Keith's like, oh, so you want to talk about ruining weekends, huh? At least you still have a fucking job. You fucking got this dude fired.
Yeah.
And you said your weekend was ruined just so you can take over his position. And so then the reply comes in, I don't even know who this is. So then the next reply sent to that was, and you won't, but I know who you are, who you really are. A couple minutes later, he finally replies again, oh, that's good, that's all that matters. So Keith decides to unload the A-bomb, the nuclear weapon, and the only replies to, well, that's good, that's all that matters, instead of, no, seriously, who are you? He thought it was somebody else from work that got his number that he didn't have. So then Keith replies, I hope your daughter gets AIDS. When I rape her. And then...
Allegedly, he said that.
Yeah, I mean, that's not...
Wasn't there for that.
And Keith doesn't know the dude. He doesn't even know if he has a daughter or not. But to us, being drunk, pretty fucking hilarious. Pretty fucking funny.
Hilarious.
And then after a while thinking about it, I'm like, oh shit.
It was funny, but now I'm sober.
You can trace numbers. Like, you can find out who said this. So he takes these messages first thing Monday to the boss. Well, I didn't know. I just assumed. The police show up at work. And so when I get out, I called on. I'm like, dude, police are here. He's like, I think it might have been because Keith texted him with this crazy shit. He's like, no, it's me. They called me. I know they were there. And I was like, what the fuck? Called and told him, we know what your truck looks like. We don't want you on the property anymore. This guy is afraid for the safety of himself and his family that if he runs into you somewhere, something might happen to him. This coming from a super tough kind of guy who walks around like, you know, nothing can hurt him, and he's like he'll fight anybody at any time for anything kind of guy. To have his weekend ruined, and he's in fear of his life that something's going to happen to him or his family. When we wouldn't just go out to fuck with anybody, and we definitely wouldn't try to get somebody fired over a fucking text message that had nothing to do with them personally. You didn't attack Josh and say he was a piece of shit. I mean, I think his name's Josh.
Because of police involvement is why we can't say specific names.
Not only that,
Josh loved it.
Not only that, but it was outside of work. And not only that, the reason that I don't want to talk about it is because I know he took it so personal that he was jealous. He was jealous that he knew that I was so much more than he was. But if I can take his position, I'm going to do this. And that's why I'm like, shit, if I have that kind of power over you then you're still the weak one. So I don't care anymore.
He was slowly making his way into
Terry's pants.
And Jessica. Like, they were slowly becoming closer, and he started believing whatever she said, and she hated Don. So he started getting it in his head that Don was a problem, and figured this was his way to get him out of there. Even though he knew nothing about doing Don's job, still doesn't, but was able to convince certain people that he could take over because of his attitude and the way he spoke
and his lip
to Terry, like he was a cocksucker, like he was willing to be the yes man and do whatever he said.
Right? Yeah, pretty enough mouth to get his way.
So this dude better not ever see a James. I mean, I'm not threatening anybody, but just to call him out in public would be enough. Just to make him look like the little bitch that he is in front of his family, in front of people that are around, would be enough. You can't do anything to me for using words. Which is why I didn't think Don should be fired for a text message. Outside of work. Not threatening anyone. Inside of work. Not saying, oh, I'm going to beat the fuck out of this dude because I don't like him. Just saying, I don't like this dude, and
after working there for a third of my life.
Yeah.
A third. But yeah, it is what it is. That's what I said. After I realized it was just jealousy, I don't even... Cool. I'm still the better man.
It's fine. You can stay.
And look what I'm doing now.
And I was a receiving manager with a day and a half after Don got fired. I sent an email to every manager and to the corporate office about what was going on there and how I didn't like it. How if you're not a part of this little clique, that they're going to find a way to get rid of you. And that people will go around to the point of lying to make themselves look better, to try to throw someone else under the bus, that every day feels like a Game of Thrones episode where you don't know who to trust, and the regular employees don't have anyone to talk to. They have no one to go to because they can't trust anybody. And that the guy heading the leadership training program doesn't follow his own leadership training. He'll tell you to do things, and he'll do the opposite. Keep a level head. Don't overreact. And that's the first thing that he does. So, and I could see, too, that the sales numbers were
terrible.
God-awful, and that place wasn't going to last. In a recession, which we are in a recession. We were in a recession a month ago. 2 quarters of the year with a downward trend is considered a recession. 1 more month of a downward trend is considered a depression. That the entire country will be in a depression. So as of now, I haven't checked any of the numbers to see where we are, if we're still on a downward trend, but a loss of the stock market for, 6 months is considered a depression. And that's why they're trying to pass a bill to stimulate the economy again, that they might send out more stimulus checks.
Yeah.
They're thinking about sending out more stimulus checks again to boost the economy, because they know themselves that we are doing bad. The American dollar right now is equal, it's already less than the euro. The euro passed us. It takes more money in European money normally to buy something, and right now it's like even scale.
So we're gonna be scanning QR codes.
It would take $230 US. That would be like 260 euros, somewhere around it, something like that. I'm not sure exactly. Actually, let's just look it up.
Which just plays into Don's story of the moral being. Don't fucking trust anyone, especially maintenance men. Fuck. Fuck me.
You already did that. Alright. $1 equals 98 cents euro. Okay, so I had it backwards. So it would take, say, you had $1, you only needed 98 cents in euro to equal $1. So that actually means that the euro is worth more than $1. If you can buy the same amount that costs $1 for 98 cents euro,
yeah, then the euro is worth 2 cents more than $1 is.
Yeah. Here we go. US dollar index overview. Market watch. Oh, this is complicated. As far as the Dow, we're still down 220 points, down 0.68% as of today. Down. The NASDAQ up 0.29%. Global Dow down almost 1%. In gold, 25%. Well, 25. Oil, up.
Of course.
So let's see where this translates. So right now we'd have an uptick. U.S. dollar index 106.18, up 0.73.
7%.
That's a quarter of a percent. Or 3/4 of a percent. Let's see. 5 days, down almost 1.1%. In a month, down 0.33%. In 3 months, it says we're up 2.63. Oh, I don't see how that's possible. Alright, so in the past month, it must have gone up quite a fucking bit.
And then for a year, it's at 16%, which really is still nothing if European countries, their currency is worth more than ours. And our entire country is about money. So what is 16% then?
That's what they're paying for that chickenpox vaccine.
20 hours ago, the dollar hits lowest since mid-June versus yen.
Ugh. That's a slap in the face.
Japanese money now is becoming worth more than the U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar currency index. Stock price quotes. Here we go. Up 0.66% as of what? A 52-week range. That's a year. So since last year at this time. Look at this downtrend.
Yeah.
105.
It just shows a consistent, slow decrease into us becoming like China.
Fuck yeah.
These charts are made for smart people.
Made for fake news.
Australian dollar to $1 US, the Australian dollar 143.
That's insane.
So
almost
individually 69 cents. You take $1 to well, that means we're doing better than Australia. If we take $1, it's worth $1.43 in Australia.
Yeah,
so it's worth 69 cents more, or 43 cents more.
That's still almost $50 more, though.
Look at this, the Bahraini dinar, $1, it's worth 37 cents. Whatever this fucking currency is, our dollar is way the 2.65 above us on average.
Yeah.
So we go there with $1, it's only worth 37 cents. Where the fuck that is?
Dubai or some shit.
Dollar index. Alright, my time to figure these charts out. Do some math. Do some rich people stuff. Look at this. How to read the US dollar. Up, down, 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 down.
Never been good at math. That's why I'm a maintenance guy. Maintenance guys don't
US dollar value chart today.
Maintenance guys don't need to know anything.
Alright, I can type in whatever. So, in Europe, our dollar, wait, that's not what it translates to. So yeah, euros have passed us. Our $1 is only 98 cents.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. In Europe, it's worth more than our dollar.
Yeah, if we brought a euro over here, they'd actually give us 2 cents more.
Uh-huh.
Let's look at Australian dollar. Yep, $1.44. Wait, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, 1 United States dollar equals, okay, so so our dollar is more than Australia. Anything that shows up lower than ours, they're doing better than us. So we take $1 to Australia, it's worth $1.44. Let's take $1 to Canada. Okay, it's still worth more. Look, it was 28 cents more on $1, which ain't shit. China, Chinese yuan. Whoa, we're doing way better than China. Our $1 gives us almost 7. Let's see. Costa Rica. $1 is 667 Costa Rican dollars.
Wow.
We can live rich in Costa Rica. Let's see. Dominican peso. I heard you can have a great life if you go to Puerto Rico. $1 is worth $54 in the Dominican.
Holy fuck.
So you take so you times everything by 50 pretty much. Take $100, times that by 50.
Rich.
$5,000.
What are you gonna buy over there though?
I mean, $5,000 for $100. I mean, you're gonna be, if you take let's say you take $5 grand, that's $250,000 in their currency. That's pretty fucking good. It makes you kind of want to leave the country. Let's see the euro again. So the euro is better. We take $1 to Europe, it's only 98 cents. So they're doing better than we are in Europe. Let's see all these other little ones. Let's see.
Jamaican.
Hong Kong. $1 worth almost 8 in Hong Kong. Indian rupee. $80. $1 worth about $80 in India. Iranian rial. 42,000. What? $300.
God damn. So if you show up there with $100,
You don't go to Iran, no.
No.
You know, Iraq.
I'm still not going there.
I don't go to any of these places. But yeah, you could live really well on the American dollar.
Some of those places I didn't even know you could go.
$1 is worth 132 yen. But things there cost. You go there, they're like, oh, it's 100 yen, and you're like 100. Like, oh yeah, it's like $1.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's the actual translation to it, but the actual comparison
It's trash.
is. Let's see what else we got here. Mexican peso. That's way. So $1 is only worth 20 Mexican pesos, and when we were kids, $1 was like 1,000 fucking pesos. So Mexico's getting better and better. Let's see what else we got here. I'm sure this is riveting.
Filipino.
Poland. 55. Oh, that's Filipino. 4.64. So anything under than us, they're actually doing better. Silver. $1 is only worth 82 cents in sterling. A pound of sterling silver. Ooh, Saudi. Yep, $1 worth almost 4 there. Russian. How's Russia doing? Wow, $1 worth 60 there. Like I said, their prices on stuff. Korean won. $1 with 1,314 Korean won. That's their translation.
Well, it only breaks down, if I'm not mistaken, won is divided by 10 to compare it to American dollars.
So if you took it down 10%, it's still 131 won is $1 US.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But right here, globally, the US dollar down almost 0.5%. today. When was the US dollar at the highest value? 1985. A year before I was born, it was at its highest value. So we're not the best in the world anymore. United States currency, US code, European euros, Japanese yen, blah blah blah. When will the dollar get stronger in 2022? Slowing global growth and the Federal Reserve starting to gradually raise interest rates. They also suggested global growth accelerated, the US dollar could move lower.
Fuck the Federal Reserve.
Well, they're already talking about it too, getting rid of the penny and
For a while.
and make it just to where for the government to start making money back that our country, just money that our country owes to other countries. They want to stop it where there's no more penny, to where everything comes out to where it's no less than 5 cents, even after tax on the end of it. So compared to the penny, if they're making 4 cents off of what they normally would every penny, that is going to add up pretty quick with every person, with everything that you buy. The normal normal 1 cent that they're making, they're now making 4 cents back off of the people who it's supposed to be all about.
When? Fuck the people.
I mean, from what they try to convince the public of, that it's supposed to be all about the people, that proves right there that it's not all about the people. They're trying to make it where they're making 4 cents basically off of every cent that you spend. They make 4 cents.
Well, it says right here that 2 years ago, $1 in 2022, equivalent to the purchasing power of $1.14 today. 14% or 14 cents in 2 years. The average inflation rate is 7% per year. And today producing a cumulative price increase of 14.49%. So everything today costs 14% more than it did 2 years ago.
Yeah. That's because of them trying to eliminate the penny. Well, I mean, that plays into it, but they're making 4 cents, and that averages out then to about 4 cents on a dollar. So basically, every cent that you're spending, you average out where you're paying the government 4 cents for every cent.
This shit
Sounds
depressing.
the best thing.
And I heard that before, that's what they're trying to do to eliminate the penny, so that it'll help the government regain to build money back that they owe to other countries. But they're
All
building.
they gotta do is print it.
But they're building their money back off of the people who work.
Well, that's the thing too. If they print the money and distribute the money out, all that money, $1 made, is already made with interest.
Mm-hmm.
The way that it's made, this system cannot sustain itself. There's no way. Every single dollar that's printed is automatically in debt. It's not worth a dollar.
I think too, from the story that I heard before, that is part of their plan, is to print more.
It's not help anything.
But from what I heard too, every time that they print more, they have to get rid of something in our currency, which is why that has already existed already, where they've gotten rid of like the $2 bill, they got rid.
Well, it's not only that. When a dollar is made, no matter what, that dollar isn't worth a dollar. To pay for someone to make it, to pay for it to be distributed, already makes the dollar worth less than the dollar that it's made.
Yeah.
So no matter what, we can't print money to fix anything.
Yeah, we're putting ourselves more in debt.
Every dollar is only worth like at that point 75 cents.
That's why too, because we've done that for so many years, put ourselves so far in debt. Now they want to print more, even bigger bills, and they want to get rid of the penny to do that, to hope that it's going to catch them up, which has never worked before. They've gotten rid of other bills and replace them with higher bills with intent to do the same thing.
See right here, $1 to $2, 7.5 cents is what it costs to make it.
Yeah.
Already. So it's worth less than a dollar, no matter what. There's right here. This is great. The problem with printing money.
And inflation is a general increase in price level. So what is the link between the money supply and inflation? Well, Milton Friedman said inflation is caused by too much money chasing too few goods. So what did he mean by that? Well, if the amount of money in circulation increases faster than the amount of output, then firms will respond by putting up prices. Let us have a look at a few examples. First of all, in 1999, if we had 1 million widgets and a money supply of £10 million, then the average price will be £10 per widget. Now, if the next year there's the same number of widgets and the same money supply, the prices will stay the same and the inflation rate will remain at 0. Now, what about next year, 2001, when the money supply increases to 20 million? So there's twice as much money in the economy, and everyone might feel they're better off because they have more cash. Whereas your salary used to be £100 a week, it's now £200 a week. But the problem is, the amount of output is exactly the same. There's still only 1 million widgets. So in this case, what will happen? Well, if there's twice as much money, but the same amount of goods, there'll be more demand to buy those goods. So firms will respond by putting up a price. And the prices will rise to £20. And this will give us an inflation rate of 100%. Now, if we look at this example, in 2001, we get an increase in the money supply from 10 million to 20 million. But at the same time, the output of the economy doubles. The number of widgets goes from 1 million to 2 million. So here, people have more cash, more money, but at the same time, output has increased. So although we want to buy more goods, there are more goods that are able to be bought. So here, the prices stay the same, and the inflation rate also remains at 0%. In this example, we get a constant output from 1999 to 2003, and the money supply steadily doubles. And this gives us an inflation rate of 100%.
So every time we print money
in this example,
put into the market,
No
matter what,
prices go up.
inflation isn't guaranteed. Because they have to be able to make back what that dollar was worth, plus more money to pay for that dollar being made. So no matter what, a dollar isn't ever going to be worth a dollar in the end.
They will never be able to do that.
The system is impossible to work that way.
There's going to be a debt consistently.
That's what it was designed for. The Federal Reserve made it that way. That's why they came in and took all the gold. They had every single person that owned any precious metals, told them turn them in for cash. And not only that, in 1913 to 19, right before the stock market crash, there was a law trying to be passed saying we should go to this currency of paper money and get rid of these other gold coins, silver coins, don't even deal with those anymore. And there was a guy in the government who said, if we do this, America will not be America anymore. They will create an institution that controls all the finances of the country, which doesn't make it America anymore. And so it got voted down. They were told not to do it. Secretly, congressmen and billionaires, even at that time, the richest of the rich, met on an island. They took a boat to an island under fake names. They all went under fake names and took the bill with them and signed the bill into law for the Federal Reserve and brought it back and said, hey, it's been signed into law. So no one knew they did it. They did it without anyone's approval, no votes on it, and then passed it because they knew they themselves could cheat the system to make the most money possible. 7 years later, the entire stock market completely crashed. They made shit tons of money, and it started the Great Depression, where you couldn't get even fucking bread. People were dying of starvation in America. Turned into a third world country. And that's what's going to happen again. Those guys knew what was going to happen, and they took advantage of it. And now everyone is able to see it. Everyone can see what's going on. You can look it up. You can find the information that the American dollar isn't going to be worth a fucking thing anymore. And the only thing that is worth money, again, after we crash, is precious metals. Gold, silver. We'll probably get fucking taken off for this, for saying shit about this. But the only thing that is worth anything is gold. Not only that, diamonds. Diamonds aren't worth the, I forget what they call it, bear, whatever. They own like the most diamonds in the fucking world. They actually own the diamond mines themselves. Went and bought them in that movie Blood Diamonds, where they had fucking kids working there digging out diamonds. Diamonds themselves, there are so many of them that every single person in the country could have about 20 to 40 big fucking 20 karat diamonds. There's that many of them around, and they cut them down and make them smaller and make the price. They are the ones that set the price of them. They control the entire world market and say, oh, they're so precious, there's only so many of them, when they're sitting on billions of fucking diamonds. Saying that, oh, there's not that many. It takes so much work to get them. It takes so much work for the the world to compress the coal over millions of years to make a diamond. They're sitting, and they said if they went through the actual value of what they were based on the supply of the actual diamonds in the world, that one diamond is probably worth about $100 at the most. For the biggest diamond you can find is only worth about $100 to maybe $200. But they made this system up so that they could charge people, make them think that they're so rare and so precious that you will pay tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for a big ass diamond that's worth maybe $400 or $500.
Simply as a marketing technique, because they knew that people would.
Yep.
They knew people would fall.
I mean, it was only 4 years ago, but I spent $5,000
in the collapse of the world economy. If everything were to crash, not just the American dollar, if everything were to fucking fall apart, diamonds themselves would be considered worthless. They'd be about $1 a piece anywhere in the world because there'd be so many of them.
So diamonds don't last forever.
Who's that? Jared?
I don't know what it is.
Kiss
Diamonds last forever.
Yeah, they do. But how do you think they can make diamond cutting tools to cut diamonds?
Or to cut glass.
Out of diamonds.
Right.
But they're not that expensive. They're not fucking $1,000.
And supposedly, it's pure diamond. Where even as it starts to get dull, you can grind it down. It's just diamond underneath, so it'll re-sharpen right back in to the diamond.
That's a shame.
It's a fucking
We're
fake,
all fucking
made-up
fraud
system.
Yeah.
Don't buy a fucking diamond. Buy gold and silver. Gold is a rare commodity, and silver is
zirconia. It's real cheap.
No, I'm saying like if the world collapses, anything that's going to be worth money is going to be gold and silver. Real gold and real silver are precious metals of this earth. that you can't fake. Diamonds, if you go start digging, you'll probably find one. You dig deep enough somewhere, you won't find a whole mine full of them where coal is compressed for millions of years.
Yeah.
But there's a chance that you'll come across a diamond quicker than you will come across gold or silver.
And if you feel the need to
That's
buy
how
a
cheap
diamond,
they are.
if you that badly feel the need to buy a diamond, buy a cutting tool.
Or, yeah.
It's cheaper.
What you should do for weddings is buy a real solid gold wedding band. It's worth more than any fucking diamond. Government. Alright, that's enough conspiracy. We did a good podcast. I might splice this second one in before that last one because we had a lot more laughs.
You gotta watch the bike accident.
But alright, we'll do the bike accident real quick. Alright, fine. We'll do the bike accident. We'll call it a day.
Happening in Jersey.
Camera shows a New Jersey City Council woman fleeing the scene of a crash. It happened at about 8 o'clock in the morning on July 19th. The Jersey City closed-circuit TV cameras caught the crash on video, showing a Nissan Rogue slam into a biker and then drive off. Video shows the biker get hit and flip over twice in...
1 second. She's a city council woman, and she drives a Nissan Rogue.
She put a rug on that motherfucker.
But wouldn't you think she'd have a nicer fucking vehicle than a Nissan Rogue if you work for the city council? Especially if she's going to run for, mayor or whatever the fuck it is.
What do Rogues go for? I don't know.
I mean, all cars are expensive now,
Yeah.
but it didn't say, what year or anything. But even if it was 2 years ago, she bought it before everything started going up really high.
Well, you know how women are.
30,000
That's the car I
at the
like.
most
Take
for
it.
the fully
She
equipped.
does live in New Jersey.
But New Jersey's expensive.
And she's
Right by New York.
And she's a woman.
Most people live in New Jersey, will drive to New York for their job, and then drive back across the New Jersey Turnpike just because it's cheaper to live in New Jersey than it is to live in the city. A lot of people that work in New York live in New Jersey.
Like most women, though, when she bought it, all she probably cared about was the color.
True. But I'm saying, if you have the money, most chicks want Cadillacs or, they want high-end shit.
Land Rover.
So, if she ain't making that much money.
In the air, all as their shoes fly off into the street. The bike is then thrown over to a nearby curb. Seconds later, the biker slowly gets up and a crowd begins to appear. A witness then collects the biker's shoes as the biker rests on the sidewalk. The Jersey City Mayor's office now says the person behind the wheel was Councilwoman Amy DeGee. The wheel was Councilwoman Amy DeGee. The Jersey City Mayor's office now has shoes as the biker rests on the sidewalk. The Jersey City Mayor's office now says the person behind the wheel was Councilwoman Amy DeGee. The biker was identified as 29-year-old Andrew Black, who told news outlets he's experiencing shoulder, hip, and ankle pain since the crash. Black admits DeGee had a green light and that he had a red light, but says that doesn't excuse her from driving off. Jersey City residents have now taken to social media calling for DeGee's immediate resignation. For the latest developments in this story and all things true crime, stay with Long Crime Network.
There's 4 problems with that whole fucking story.
Fuck that dude.
First of all, the street was a one-way street going this way, and he ran a red light, and he was wearing flip-flops
on a bike,
and then he looked this way, and the car hit him that way.
Yeah. Fuck that dude. Fuck that fat dude.
And if you're a grown man riding a bicycle, then you should get hit anyway.
With flip-flops, all of that, you should get hit.
You're wearing your Christ loafers.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she saw him. She was like, stepped on it. She's like, fuck this dude.
See what this road can do.
See what this road can do.
Yeah.
Rogue versus Huffy.
Fuck this grown man on a bike with his yellow shirt and flip-flops who's
running through a red light
and looking the other way.
And
it's a one-way and you're looking the opposite way of where the traffic is coming.
And if you're riding a bike on a street, you have to follow the street laws. You had to stop. Yeah. It's up to you. That's your fucking fault.
Exactly. If you're riding on a
So
street,
if
you're
I'm
supposed to
her,
pay.
I would say, fuck you, you broke the law. Yeah, I did a hit and run, but you broke the law. You ran a red light.
Yep.
So that's, on me for hitting and leaving the scene of an accident. Yeah, that's a crime itself.
Not only that,
but two wrongs don't
make a right.
Exactly.
And I would use any defense.
3 lefts make a right.
I mean,
but 2 wrongs don't make a right.
I would use every defense that I could, especially if you're a fucking councilwoman.
I think she'll be fine in this. Yeah, who cares if all these people sign this petition? It only matters who votes. So if those people will, I'll go online and fucking fill out this form, but are you willing to go down and fill out the ballot? Probably not.
No.
So she'll probably be fine.
But not only that, nowadays, it's, you say one thing and then you do one thing.
But she would have been better off if she stopped. If she stopped, the whole story would be gone. It would have made it to the news.
Done.
She's like, oh shit, I'm sorry, you ran a red light. And then it never would have made the news. He's like, yeah, you're right. I'm a stupid fuck.
No, I got a scar. My fucking flip-flops are fucking flip-flops.
Look at this cut. It's been here for 2 weeks. Just happened, though.
Yeah, it's healed.
Yeah, completely healed cut.
It broke one of the straps on my flip-flops. Those were like $2.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get to work. Well, so am I. And my one law I was trying to get passed was to not run red lights on your bicycle.
Yeah, I'm following the law and you're disobeying the law, so fuck off.
That's fun. That's funny when his flip-flops go flying.
So good. A one-way street and there's a red light and you're still just gonna fucking just blow through it.
Yeah. Turn your flip-flops into flip-flies.
Oh, fuck off.
I was just trying to get to work at McDonald's. You didn't see my yellow shirt?
New Jersey don't have McDonald's.
Yeah, they do. Probably got a lot of them. Still fat folks there.
There's McDonald's everywhere. There's a McDonald's and there's McDonald's.
There's just fucking 2 in our town. That's true. We got a small town.
I hate fucking McDonald's.
They have McDonald's in South Korea.
Yeah, but their shit's a lot different. They got shrimp and fucking crab.
It is different, but it's still under the McDonald's name.
Yeah, so they're everywhere. So Jerseys, they're probably like one every. It's like California where they say there's a liquor store, gun store, liquor store, gun store. In New Jersey, it's probably McDonald's, Burger King, McDonald's, comic store, comic book store, McDonald's
store,
flip-flop store,
McDonald's, Aeropostale,
Nissan dealership, McDonald's, flip-flop store.
It's the worst.
All right, I think we're burning out of steam here. It's been a long time since we've been back, but. It was fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun hanging out, chilling. We don't get to do that enough.
Drinking.
It's fun playing hooky from work and doing podcasts.
I don't have a job, so. Well, I do, but.
Cheers.
Cheers. Or drink it.
Oh, you could at least pick up that tea. We should pretend.
Cheers for playing hooky 2 weeks before.
Here's a cigarette button, Matt.
2 weeks before. Oh no!
There's something gross in there. Can I check yours?
No, you're gonna stir it.
There's a cigarette in there.
I don't. Are you gonna?
Move your phone.
No.
Cut this.
You want a drink, dude?
Or something.
Don't spit in it.
I won't.
Don't spit your tobacco in there. Don't spit.
I'll drink a cigarette.
I drank a cigarette. Did it taste good?
Was it chunky?
But is that a Marlboro beer?
There's a fucking cigarette in that.
It's like he cheers. Yeah.
You're like, you could have at least picked. You could have at least picked.
It's It's a 2-time special select.
What'd I say?
And that.
What'd I say? Can you at least pick what up?
You pick and Jerby. And I did, and I drank it after, and there's something in there. I stopped thinking about it.
About what?
There's a fucking cigarette butt in that fucking Southern Tier. It's probably mine.
It probably was.
Did it like hit your lips? Did the whole butt hit your lips, or the
Ashes.
just get a little
No,
tobacco?
there was ashes, but when I tipped it up,
Tipped it up. What happened? Spit it out.
When I tipped it, like
Yeah, I'll think it's the same one because I'm like, oh, this is what I'm drinking, and then I'll pick it up and I'll be like, spit out a whole fucking butt.
So much fucking.
I'll take a big ass swig and the whole butt will hit the back of my throat.
No.
Fucking just start spitting it all over the place.
It was the nastiest fucking. Oh. And I cried. I cried after. I cried.